Sunday, and it is our second full day. Well, yeah, our second full day, isn't it? Just in a taxi with my mum on the way to the Medina. The first day we got here and we were absolutely exhausted, so we just chilled by the pool. And then yesterday we kind of just did the same and had a bit of a mare in the evening, didn't we? Trying to find somewhere to play the football. Basically, Lou was watching the Champions League final over in Madrid, so we wanted to watch it on the TV here, and we struggled to find somewhere. But yeah, so today's our first day where we're actually going to venture out into the centre of Marrakech and see what it's all about. It's boiling. It is 38. It's probably hotter than that now, isn't it? It's probably about 40 degrees right now. And we are crazy, but it will be, hopefully we're thinking once we get in there there'll be little places that we can go inside and find a bit of shade. So yeah, we're going to venture into the Medina and just sort of mooch around and see a little bit of Marrakech.
Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do.
A bit heavier, that one, isn't it?
This is more heavy.
Yes. That's more delicate.
Or you could even have those. But you could have the silver and the tray and the teapot. We went to a rooftop bar restaurant in Medina. It was very hot down there and it was quite overwhelming.
It's the view of the square, I guess. As you can see, there's lots of little stalls down there, and then as you go down each of those like little lanes down there, there's tons of market stalls, and I think that's what they call the souks.
To express yourself in your own way.
So we're finally in a taxi on the way back to the hotel. As you can see, I'm bright red, absolutely boiling. We sat in a rooftop sort of little bar and had a fresh mint tea, and it was lovely and really relaxing. And then we're very hot and sweaty. And then we went back through some souks to try and walk to the actual Medina, because apparently that was where it was slightly nicer, so we thought we'd walk through to Medina and cut through the souks. That was what the route on my phone took me. I mean, we got so lost, and people had warned that you'd get lost, but you really, really will get lost. You're just in the middle of nowhere and you can't even follow a route on your map because it doesn't really say how to get out. So we were getting hotter and hotter, sweatier and sweatier, and more overwhelmed by the experience. So we finally found a taxi and we are on the way back to the hotel. We're looking forward to jumping in the pool and cooling down and just, yeah, relaxing. How are you feeling, mother dear?
Looking forward to getting back to the hotel. But wonderful experience.
Yeah, it was an experience. I mean, it was crazy and it was very, like, there was a lot of amazing sights and it was really cool. We picked probably the wrong time of day to go and probably one of the hottest days. So we have made it back to the room at last. Two very sweaty humans, and I had to put this on straight away. Really good tip for on holiday is keep your sheet masks in the fridge. And after a day in the sun, it's so nice to cool your face down with a sheet mask. It just soaks up all the goodness. So I've popped one of these on. In fact, it's dried out already, you know. It literally feels... my skin needed the moisture. Mum's looking a little red. I won't show you because she's just applying lotion to her bottom cheeks. But yeah, it was just so overwhelmingly hot. I mean, it's incredible there, but I suggest doing your research before you get there, even though I feel like we did do a bit of research, and like we clearly didn't do enough. And we said to our taxi driver, please could you take us to the Medina, and he dropped us in Jamar El Fina, which is like the square, and it's a bit more hectic, and there was a lot of hustle and bustle. I've been, like I was saying in the taxi, I've been to the Philippines before, so I've been to some massive markets there and knew all about how much they want you to spend your money there. Mum had never been to anything like it before, so she was a little bit overwhelmed by, she didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and she thought they were all really lovely, and then she wanted to, but then they said name a price, and she didn't know what to say, because they'd say, like, she saw this beautiful silver lamp, and he said it was 90 dirhams, which is probably about £80. And she liked it, but we didn't really know what to say, whether to go in at half the price or so we might go back. I mean, I think you don't think you're going to go back, do you? No. So I might go back with Louis at some point, because I know that he'll quite like a look around, but if I did, then I'd probably be a bit more prepared. And if it's something you like, decide what you like, ask them the price. I said to Mum, probably half it, and then work around that amount. But anyway, we are just cooling down a little bit, going to put some sun factor on, and then go and lay by the pool for the next couple of hours and relax. Good morning, it is Tuesday today, and it is another beautiful day. Honestly, the weather has been incredible here. Maybe a little bit too hot. Some days it has gone past the 40 mark, which for me has been a little bit overwhelming, but Mum and Lou love it. They can just like lay in the sun and soak it all up, and there's me like sitting in the shade being like, I'm so hot. But yeah, the weather has been beautiful, and it's another beautiful day today, and we are off to Le Jardin Majorelle. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably completely wrong, but it's just a beautiful garden. So it's about 10 minutes from where we're staying, so we're going to jump in a cab and try it out. It's one of the main places that kept coming up on sort of when you Google what to do in Marrakech. It was like one of the top places that came up, and it was a really beautiful garden. So that is where we're off to today. We're going to go this morning for maybe an hour or two, then come back, chill by the pool, and then go back out again, because it is the last day of Ramadan today, which I think is called either Eid or Eid. It's E-I-D. Sorry, excuse my ignorance, but I think I've been pronouncing it Eid. But yeah, it's the last day of Ramadan, so I think there'll be some like celebrations throughout Marrakech tonight. So we're going to come back for that and chill by the pool, and then head back out into the Medina for sunset, and to hopefully see some celebrations to end Ramadan. So yeah, I'm off out. I've got my big hat on again because it just keeps my face nice and protected. And let's go and see what these jardins are all about.
It still hurts a little bit, but not that much. Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's all.
Queuing to get into Le Jardin Majorelle, and as you can see, well, I'll show you the front. The queue is really long, but it is actually moving very quickly. So I don't know, I reckon it's like 20 minutes, 10 minutes. It's not too bad.
Starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that went wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you for so long. I met you in the
We've just got into Le Jardin Majorelle, and it is so lovely and chilled in here. It literally took us about 10-15 minutes to queue. It looks like a big queue, but don't be put off because it didn't take long at all. And it's very cool and calm, and you can hear the birds tweeting. I mean, it's busy, but it doesn't feel too hustle and bustly yet, although we have literally just got in. But if I turn around, you can kind of see. Well, actually, let me just turn my camera around. You don't need to see me in it, do you? But yeah, this is just by the entrance, and there's lots of cactuses, and yeah, it's just really calm and beautiful. Mum's wowed, taking lots of pictures already.
And I couldn't really make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself now and then. I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never
Do you like it, Lou?
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Stunning.
Got some nice smells through here.
Nice smell. Oh yeah, it does smell nice, doesn't it?
Oh, my
Floral. No, but you can't really see any flowers, can you? It's all very green. What's this? The instructions of what's what. Descriptions. Mum. I don't know where I am, but...
As we came out of the gardens, there's a little parade of shops, and we wandered into the Majorelle Bazaar, and it's definitely worth popping into if you also visit the gardens. They sell a lot of similar items as you can get in the Souks, but it's a lot cooler in there and just a calmer way to wander around and look at the beautiful pieces without getting hassled. Plus the staff were very helpful and said they can also ship any larger items over to the UK for around £40 to £50. So if you did fall in love with any of the beautiful rugs or lights, then that is always an option. But it is definitely more expensive than the Souks, so if you're looking for a bargain and you're good at haggling, then the Souks are probably for you.
We are just off for our final evening in Marrakech. We're heading down to the Medina again, well, to the Souks first because we want to have a little look around and do a bit of shopping. So we're going to head there for about half an hour, and then sit somewhere and watch the sunset and have some dinner for our final evening.